Welcome back to Project Regenesis, where I'm a little tired today, but it should be fine. Cheaper research guys currently available. I guess we'll send them off on this task by themselves. Not optimal, but it seems fine. And then we can do a nice fossil processing run here, and then hold our geneticist back to clone something. We have brachies unbound, because we do need 1 billion brachiosaurs. And an undiagnosed ailment on an Anki, but medical should be on their way. Yeah, there they are. I dispatched them, but they were taking their sweet time. Okay, disease is spreading. Pause. So, if we grab you, we take care of you first, then go get the Anki. That's probably better. We can at least make sure we can treat this disease. Cryptosporidiosis. They got a bad case. I'm not going to make the same joke. I make it every time crypto happens, and I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. If you come here only for shitty cryptocurrency jokes, you'll be disappointed. Alright, so there should be 5 brachis on the river, and there should be like 4 females, I think. So I'll probably start dumping brachis over here. And then maybe we can airlift out some of the males or something. I could also just start breeding more females explicitly. Because right now we have at least 4 males. I think we will do that. Let's make these explicitly females. Which I believe, yeah, should be B here with the muted colors. The bright red is the male. Sure. Are they being airlifted out upside down again? Why does it... Like, has this always been a thing with Bracky? It hasn't. I'm positive it hasn't been. Maybe it's always been a thing with the variant? That it gets airlifted out upside down? I do remember the sauropods, like, bugging out really bad when they were airlifted, but I don't remember them just sitting here like they're fucking dead. Very strange. Forest need, you'll be fine, yeah. Alright. And another one. Female or male. This one is also a female. Yeah, this is the female Bracky. So like the same basic design, but like right around the eyes, but none on the head crest. Which can be seen in the movie. And then the male, of course, very distinct red on the head. So I think we have 1 too many over here then, right? So if the next batch is all females, we should airlift out one of the male. So Bracky 1, humble, alpha. Bracky 2 is also just humble. So it doesn't really make a difference which one we grab. Oh, and it looks like we got the disease treated. That's really nice. Fossils, 1 turtle, 1 shark, plenty of Chronosaurus. I never did, like, any investigation on whether or not the Chronosaurus thing is legit for JP3. I'm still just operating under the assumption that that it's actually true and not just some bullshit I read online. Shit, tolerant humble, huh? 65%. So that'll take dominance. Okay, I mean, we're still going to hatch these because it doesn't matter that much. But we can think about putting them somewhere else. So, if we go back over here, Bracky 2, we knew it was just humble. Bracky 6, social large app, humble large app. Yeah, so we need a good alpha over here on the river, especially. So why don't we breed specifically females? We'll airlift them over to the fields with the trikes, because we're going to put like 10 brachis over there or something. I might rewatch the scene in the film where they fly over and Alan Grant is explaining everybody about fucking dinosaurs and they're too worried about their dumb kid. Unrealistic. But there's at least like, you see like a dozen or more brachiosaurs in that scene from the air. So we'll put a ton over there. I probably won't worry about matching the number exactly because it's too much work. Photograph of eating. Could work. We can wait for like the Spino to eat or something. Who is currently down on comfort, but I'm sure he'll fix it. He just needs to get closer to the fence to pick up more open space. Him, her, I don't know. Debate that in the comments. Is the Spino a guy? Is the Spino a girl? So we should be doing fossils right now and doing another expedition instead of debating what parts the Spino has. Chronosaurus is done, so let's process these. Nobody. Just kidding. We'll come back and process those maybe if we can find a good cheap expedition to do. Oops. Did not mean to hit that button. Diplo's close to being done. We can finish Diplo. Which is a JP3 animal. If you go, you know, extended quotation marks canon. So there's Diplo up there. That's probably the only spot. Yeah. That's a 7. Yeah, so I guess we'll just slap these two on it, rest the genetics person, and then they can hatch another batch of brachies or get to work on our Chronosaurus, probably. Alright. So we'll want to do fossils first, I think, just to make sure we get Chronosaurus done and in the park sooner rather than later. Could do cheaper ink. I suppose it's fine. It's like the optimal thing to do, right? You can rest. We can still go do another expedition. We had aquatic plants, 4 to 8 fossils, and another Toidle. And I guess we'll just go get more Dippy. Operate under the assumption we don't have it all, maybe. Should we do that? We're not going to breed the Dip anytime soon, so we don't need to, like, push it. We can do a Maiasaura dig. In the meantime, I guess we dispatch the full logistics squad on that, because they're not going to do anything else if we leave them here. Alright, 2 more Brachys airlifting over there, the 2 new females we just bred. And yeah, we're going to breed the Chronosaurus next and take a break on breeding Brachs. 1 to 2 Chronosaurus eggs, no idea if this is going to be big enough for 2. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. Looks like we got a couple of different patterns. 1 base color, the Yukon. Gets it a nice, like, orca black look to it, which is pretty good. Let's get rid of app. And then, yeah, some humble, some social. 12, 12, 13. Oh, 12. Might be too much. See here. No, 12 works. And the cheaper incubation person will be tired, though. That's probably fine. What if I just do humble only? Get this down to 11. %50 humble. Here, we got a storm approaching the island, so bunker. Open all the bunkers. Let's see what we're in for. Probably also due for amenities. Definitely have to get the Chronosaurus out. Be due for amenities, but I want to make sure we get the Chrono first, I think. Oh yeah, I never photographed anything eating. I completely forgot we had that. Any chance anybody's eating? No. We take this dude and send him out into the fucking field somewhere. We could try to do this with the timer still active. Oops, 4 is the one I want. Building damage, where? Okay, well that was a baby storm. Other than the fact that it knocked out a bunch of the power. You're not eating anything, are you? Oh. Are you hungry? Oh, you just ate it. We just missed it. What about you? You're kind of near. Going to a fish feeder. Maybe. Nope. Maybe? 35 seconds. I don't know if I can get into the pen in time. I wasn't on top of it. With the way these vehicles control, I don't know. He's eating! How does it not count? He might be drinking instead.
Success has a feeling all of its own, and you should be feeling it right about now.
Hey, we got it. We beat the buzzer. Wow, okay. Power's still out, though. It is being repaired, so that's good. Over here, you're almost ready to go. 10 seconds. Okay, we got two. Aggro and Intol. Rough. Well, one of each color palette. We'll take them both. Fine. If they can't exist together, then they die together. No, we'll, sell one off. I don't think I'll expand the lagoon. I like the size. I don't think Chronosaurus is, like, hugely needy, but hard to say. Alright, with that done... So Chasmosaurus is not in the park. We dug that up on accident. Well, not even on accident, just alongside other shit. Diplo's not done. Troodon is. We could put a Troodon paddock in. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're not using 93 variant because we have a Troodon design. So Troodon for JP3 is from Jurassic Park 3 Survival, the first of two canceled survival/survivor games. Here's hoping third time's the charm on a Jurassic Park Survival. We had the JP3 era Jurassic Park Survival, I think it was, and then Jurassic World Survival, and now we have Jurassic Park Survivor. I think it's really they really like the name. Lifespan doesn't matter, but we'll remove it because I'm generous. Humble. Social. Interesting, these guys are not social by default. Oh, and I didn't do the skins. Oh, I don't... Oh, we might be missing the skin. I think we are. Okay. Then we will not do Troodon. Let's go check. Okay, we can't do Brachie either. Do I want to do some Corythos, maybe? Humble Social, 2011. Or maybe more Trix. I mean, we definitely need more Corythosaurs, because, like, there should be a bunch of Corythosaurs. Oh, also, we never did Dilo. Hold on. We finished Dilo, and we just never did them. Dilo is on Isla Sorna going by DPG lore, which we're counting for this. We want a, I believe, a novel variant. Yes. Oh, yeah, it's on it by DPG lore, but the reason I want Dilo in the park, and the reason I want a big Dilo in the park, is the Jurassic Park Regenesis comic, the very original thing that started the whole Regenesis and that ended up being Project Regenesis in the DPG lore, started in part as a push towards adult Dilophosaurus, and the ones from JP were babies. So there's a scene of that, of like an adult Dilo in like the ruins of the visitor center with a baby next to it, which is like the one from the actual movie. So I believe I want this specific skin, which will be our large Dilo. These guys probably have a bigger rig, So there's probably a limit to how many of these we can hatch. I don't know. So I might need to look that up. Well, we'll figure that out now off screen. So, we want only 4 of these or the game will crash. Humble fit, social docile, social humble. Perfect. Humble. Take the docile. Sure. 1 minute, 6 minutes. I don't care. Alright. We'll hatch a small batch too to go alongside them, so I'll have the adults and the little ones. I think we'll put them right in here, right in this little gap. I think that'll be perfect. So let's set up a small exhibit with maybe a viewing dome. Oh no. I have a vision in my head. Okay, let me build. Let me cook. All right, we got an exhibit. It's ready to go. We got our 4 big dudes in there. Let's do both a meat feeder and a carnivore feeder. With this many animals, they might end up competing over available resources. So one of those, and a nice little ranger station, probably actually outside. So we put it like right next to the gate. That's a good spot. Ranger Team 2, you have 3 tasks. Ranger Team 1, you have 2. Our prehistoric chunky beast I like. That would be a Dilophosaurus, I suppose. Carno can be pretty chunky depending on the depiction. Abelisaurs in general have like really meaty tails, so they end up being very round. All right, big fucking Dilo, let's go, Big Daddy. Love this mod. Also, a ton of different skins you can use for this. So these are our adults. Frillless because they're based on a rig that's supposed to be the novel rig, just with a movie skin. But I'm fine not even worrying about the frill. We'll put some little ones in and it'll be fine. Probably the Dilophosaurus rig, I would imagine, on this guy. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like the Dilophosaurus animations. Oh yeah, that's the cryo animation, right? For social. We gotta get some small ones in there so we can do a side by side. Look to Dilo. Yeah, we got novel, we got 2015 the Holoscape, we got other novel. These guys will be the 93A is the one I want specifically. Wait, that's... I think this is without frills. We could do this so it matches. I love the Carno in Prehistoric Planet. It's great. That's what I want. I think I said this on a stream before, but maybe it wasn't for JWE. It might have been in a different random video. Somebody brought some stuff up, but I want to see them add a new Abelisaurus to this game. A Belisaurid. A Abelisaurus is not necessarily what it needs to be. Well, that's the Dilos poisoning each other, yeah. Oh yeah, they're also poisonous in this one, as they ought to be. But I want to see them add a new Abelisaur to the game and give it animations and skins that are based on the concept of the Prehistoric Planet Carnotaurus. I'm not saying recreate it exactly, but I mean like the colored underarms and like the arm flap thing. To see that in this game on like a Rajasaurus or something would be awesome. Or like a Rugops. Rugops would be a good one to do. Rugops has franchise history because it's in the Indominus genome. There's a few more like Pycnonemosaurus, and I think a Bellosaurus itself might be in there. Don't quote me on that one. Here's our JP3 Brontosaurus. He's very loud. I might have the audio up on the game. I don't know. Maybe he's just loud. It's fine. I can be louder. Alright. Brontosaurus. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we got white stripes, and we got white stripes with a black inset. So those are the two variations I went for. We got one of each. Remains to be seen if their environment will be sufficient for the two. I do hope we can keep both. They use shark feeders, but they don't require them, right? Yeah, it requires fish. The fish. I think we put fish here. Should put a shark feeder in though. You know, you gotta have them, right? So I guess we put the shark feeder here. Oh yeah, and you know what? It'll round off the bottom of each of the lobes of the lagoon nicely. So I like it. I mean, it's not like really in view of anything, but what is the difference here? Which era is which? That looks maybe JP-ish. Oh, that's also very like. That's maybe DP. I have no idea, man. I don't know which one's which. Okay, this is probably the original. Is it? Fuck, dude. They all look very distinct, and none of them scream any particular aesthetic to me. This one makes me think of the JP Gates. With, like, that tiered layers. So I'm going to do this one. I've decided. I wish they would tell you the era on the label. Because I don't remember this shit, man.
Brontosaurus, a predator that once ruled the seas of Colombia and Australia. Now get this, the marine reptile was named after the Titan Kronos, a legendary ruler of Greek mythology's golden age.
You don't say.
Pretty cool, right?
Imagine it wasn't, though. Okay, we really need to do an amenity update, but are those dilos ready? Yes. I guess we'll take 8 of the little ones to go with our 4 adults. Cheaper incubation. Let's use cheaper incubation, though. Rugronks. I have not seen Planet Dinosaur. It's Rugops is R-U-G-O-P-S. Rugops. Like a secret operation. Why did this not pop? A secret operation that involves rugs. Increase your guest comfort. Sure.
When the guests
That was a trap. Why did I click that? It's going to obviously be transport rating. I'm stupid. Okay. I need to address somebody. Which is you. Let's get the fossils cleared out. Buried fucking treasure! Egg Mountain always has buried treasure, though. It's not that special. Is it really treasure if you know it's going to show up? So that's actually Dippy done. Yes. Okay, so Dippy done. Then we'll rest you, I guess. Back to the field for more Maiasaura, I guess, maybe? Or is it done? No, there it is. Cheaper, and you. That leaves us welfare to hatch the Dilos. Well, that's going to be the one that's resting. So welfare to, I don't know, treat somebody who's sick for something or other. Oh, we have a vaccine we can do. Salmonella. Do I want to save 27k? Not really. And what's blocking us from that last skin? Because that's relevant for Troodon. Nothing. We have it. We just haven't researched it. Okay. Great. Hey, Blade of Welsh, how's it going? These guys got to move around, and we got to figure out if they're going to be chill.
That means more resources to ensure the dinosaurs are cared for, which is always.
Hopefully these Dilos don't kill each other, but I think they'll be fine. Medic's like right there if they're not, so. Okay, amenity check. We are currently at, yeah, awful coverage because of the addition of the Chronos and the Dilos. The new paths in the park have also resulted in the need for restrooms and shelters, and we need a hotel. So, tons of shit to do there. Let's cancel this contract before I forget. Well, I guess I can only replace. Never mind. I'm good. I'm doing well. Got a ton of work done this week, which is great. So, let's stick a hotel in Dilo Hotel. They fit in your eyes. Another hotel here on the beachfront, maybe. We can do a pod of hotels. Like if we put a third hotel in on the other side, then it's like a little hotel complex right next to the lagoon. I like it. I think it's an interesting concept. Let's just get it perfectly frame perfect. Okay. And then where do they need a toilet? Right in here and over there. So we probably put it down here next to this little plaza I made. Nice JP statue, Spino. We have a dead one to go with our live one, you know. 91%. Is it though? Is it really? No. Good. Everything's good over there. Yeah, nothing wakes you up faster than a little Dilo spit in the eyes, you know? Nedry was really, really awake when he died. I have no idea if we have any evidence of poisonous snakes in the fossil record. I don't know snake stuff. That is not a question I can answer. So, shelter. Same deal, so we can probably just sneak it in here. Here? Ooh, that fits in perfectly next to the other thing. Yes. Love it. Okay, and then amenities. So we did large. Oh, I think we researched large with the intention of upgrading. No, we did do large. These are all large here. So why don't we strip out the small ones down here and do a set of large? Maybe like right here. That way they can maybe contribute down here towards the Dilos a little bit more. I have a feeling these are not going to be terribly profitable, actually, but we'll try. We'll start with a food. Oh god, slightly different elevations. Disgusting. Well, whatever. That ship sailed a long time ago. Okay, so actually is 950, so that's great. So we do all the green, all the white, or the green and white, green and yellow. Then this can be orange. Yeah, this has to be strictly orange. Okay, ice cream. Drinks. So we'll have to find a different spot for the third amenity, but we might be able to just flip it around, put it on the other side of this path. Surprised that these are actually at capacity. They're probably pulling off of the middle one, but that's good. Tea to go with your ice cream. Yeah, the elevation restrictions are rough. What I would hope they do in the third one is loosen that up a little bit by putting foundations under buildings so that they can be on slightly different elevations. It'd be nice. Like, just put, like steps if they have to be slightly elevated versus like the paths or something. There's ways you could do it and have it be nice. Well, this is just the lake that causes the problem here. Let's peel the lake back a little bit. Spino won't mind. I mean, the Spino might mind temporarily, but it should be fine overall. Okay, also at capacity. Yeah, it's if they don't make some like notable improvements to some of the complaints with building in the third game, like they're gonna have people mad about why there even is a third game. Because like at this point, going from 1 to 2, we got lagoons and aviaries, which adds a whole new element. They can't do that again. There's no equivalent to a lagoon or an aviary to act as kind of a gimmick to force a sequel. All they can do is like add mammals or insects or some shit. Maybe they add small exhibits, but like those are not interesting. I don't like small exhibits in park builders, so they need to like tighten up the engine. They really do to sell a third one. If it just plays the same way as 2 and 1 play, it's just not going to do anything. Yeah, thankfully there's some pretty advanced mods floating around. Like we have a mod here that redoes the way territories function, and like there's some other interesting things you can tinker with modding. I'm gonna try and make the randomized dig site mods a standalone soon. So we'll see if I can get that working, which will be pretty cool. We should look at our amenities again. So accommodation is still low. Maybe that one's not built yet. Yeah, that hasn't finished. Also, the compies over here were not happy. No, they still need more sand. Oh, because they haven't moved all the way over there to where all this sand is, because they're stupid. How many are here? 10? I don't know how many you see at the water truck. It might only be like 10-ish. I probably don't want to release any more, because if I put more compies out, we need more sand, which kind of stuff. We could put some over by the beach. We already have a bunch of compies down here at the beach. So. Although I don't know... Did he just... Oh, he just disappears. That's okay. He's a mod. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're at basically cap on sand here, so putting any more here is not great either. We could throw some down on the beach there. There. Whenever we get those exhibits set up, then they can be added to, and that'll be fine. I would like to have a lot of copies in the park because it feels correct. But without, you know, having to make the whole map painted in sand. Okay, so our person is still resting. Oh, we should be checking if we're running on emergency power here too. Pretty sure we put one in. Over by the aviary? That's where I put it. Yeah, because this is invisible. I totally forgot about the aviary. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot we put in the second pod. Which is not doing great. I mean, it's fine. More stuff will go in the aviary. We are running on backup power, and it's about to go down. So that's a problem. We upgraded our hydro, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we just need more power. So, how do you... If I put this in, do I just need this in range of the free ones? Like the wireless? Is that how that works? I never used these. Yeah, like a bug exhibit's cool in a real zoo, but in a game like this with like this big top-down view, it ends up just kind of being underwhelming because it's just sitting there doing nothing. I think we'll put this in here and just see if it works. Do I need to connect this? How does this work? Wait, how do you start repeaters? Will it connect when this is built? Or does one of the other power stations explicitly connect to repeaters? I never use these. I have no idea. I actually just don't even know. Well, they all have towers, except for the hydro, which is special. Huh. Well, we'll find out when it's built, I guess. Thinking we do this. Like, we had repeaters before we had Biosim, right? Because they were in the first game. Yeah. Let's worry about it once it's built. Okay, they're almost done resting. Let's speed this back up. I don't know why I slowed down. Is the hotel good? Guests? No. Okay, so we can finish our hotel pod immediately. Cool. I was thinking about doing it anyway. We'll just try and line this up basically like that, I guess. Inch it across. Oh god, this is so hard to do. Some sort of alignment feature for multiple buildings would be kind of nice too. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, I thought they were. So it should just work. Cheaper InQ. Alright, synthesizing. Nothing. We need that gene. So... You can go on a break. The expedition person was capped out, right? Yeah, 5 out of 5. They kind of stuck. So, Atrocity is not era-appropriate. Toro, Taurus Styrac, Dime, Dilophosaurus, Dryo. None of these are JP3. Herrera. You can make the argument, but we're explicitly not using the brochure species because if you use the DPG lists for Sorna as your example, they don't include the Nublar species, which makes no sense and I disagree with. Okay, there's nothing we can get here, but it is the way they set that up. Yeah, it'd be kind of neat if like for the world aesthetic building set and like the JP aesthetic building set, like I understand those being asymmetrical because they're based on like actual building scene. They could add some fun to like the Biosyn one, maybe making things more symmetric or something, but it's also the Biosyn one is like barely a building set. So. Yeah, how does this attach? Do I do... Like there's a repeater right here. How does this not connect? Do you need a pylon? Do you need a station first? Do you pylon to a station and then it repeats? That seems ugly. So I guess we do... Wait. Work? Yeah, this is an Isla Sorna Safari based specifically off JP3. So we've got JP3 species, including extended media, and then we've got the decorations from the actual map and game turned into decorations, so we can do our own landing strip and abandoned lab complex and stuff. And then yeah, we've got kind of a sequence of events from the movie, like the landing strip over to the lab complex, the water truck is over here. And then we got the river with the aviary, although we can't really do the cliffs properly. Then there's the vista when they're sailing down the river with like the Yankees. Yeah, the turning things that were movie accurate into less accurate for 2 was definitely a strange choice. It probably just because they put the customization options in, but I like almost never use that. Like, I have customized these, but usually if I'm doing a weird theme, like Halloween, I made everything orange, or have orange lights, right? And that's like the only time I'm going to use that shit, because otherwise, who cares? Okay, Dilos, little Dilos, yes, we should get the little guys out. Yeah, customizing them, it's not a great UI, and it just doesn't do enough to make it worth it. It's just not terribly interesting. We should also check the Chronosaurus and make sure they're happy. Missing open space. Quite a bit of open space, actually. Well, which chrono is the unlucky one to go? Intol or regressive? It really doesn't matter. Who do we like more aesthetically? I don't know, I kind of like these double stripes. I think they're nice. I think we'll keep that one. We'll get rid of this one. Sorry, dude. We just can't support 2 of you. I need them to be comfortable because it's a requirement, personally. Alright, final amenity check. 9187. We still need more. But everything else is good. So we need to upgrade this set down here. I'll do that off screen while we wait for the Dilos to fly over. There's a real nice comparison between the adult and the juvenile. Not the same mod, so they are slightly different colors, but
And we continue to capture information with the completion of
I like
work
the aesthetic
such
quite a
as
lot.
this latest objective. That is a feather in your cap.
Walking with Dilophosaurus.
Pleased to welcome the Dilophosaurus to the park.
And I was right that it's the one without the frill was the second variant for the mods. Okay, comfort's diminishing. Let's see if we can fix it up a little bit. No, area's also not quite there. Okay, no, area got there. We'll keep an eye on it. I don't have any problem with selling off a few of the smaller ones to make it good. I think that just removed trees somehow. Okay, well, we'll come back and look at them next time and make sure they're still happy.